Hello guys, in this session we are going to talk about decision making in Python. That decision making is required when we want to execute a code only if a certain condition is satisfied. So let's say in this graph, so if statement check that if this condition is true or false. If that is the condition is true, then it will go inside the if statement or inside the if block. So if this condition is false, so then it will go to the else if condition, that is our elif condition in Python. So if that is elif condition is true, then it will go inside the elif condition. So if that elif condition is false, then it will simply go into the else condition. And no matter what, in the last, if you print outside of if else or elif condition, then it will, no matter what, that will be print outside of the condition. So for example, let's take a look. Let's say my condition is if true, print uh, uh, if condition elif true, print elif condition true, correct? Else print else condition. So as I told you that here that is end of if, that means this is outside of our block. So that means this is outside of our if, elif and else condition. Let's say print outside of our block. So this will print no matter what this condition is true or false. Okay. So if I'll print, it will that say if true. That is mean this condition is true. It will return inside our if condition. That is if condition is true, and elif condition true. That means if this condition is false, then it will return to the elif condition. But in this case, if condition is true, so it will not return to the elif condition, or and will also not return to the else condition. Okay. So if I run this, it will print my first condition. If condition is true, then in the outside of our block, that is my print outside of our block. Okay. So if that condition is false, so it will check to the elif condition. If that elif condition is true or false. Okay. So if condition false, then it will check in elif condition. So elif condition is true, so it will return inside of our elif condition. If I will run this, it will return that elif condition is true, and the outside of our function, outside of our print function, and outside of our block. And if our elif condition is false, then we return to our else condition. That else condition is run, and also outside of our block. Run, say that outside of our block. All right. So let's take a for example. Let's say x. So I can use here the operator to use the condition. So if you don't know the how the operator and what is the operator work in Python, so just go to my last session and watch that video. So hope you will understand about that operator. So let's say my variable x equal 10 and y equal to my 5. So I will take if x is greater than y, x, what happened? Sorry, print x is greater than y. Sorry. So let's say elif say uh let's say x is equal to 10, int x is equal to 10. Alright, and say else int x is less than y. So in this condition, that it will check first x is greater than y or not. So if that is true, then it will return the inside the if condition. If that is not true, then it will check the if elif condition is equal to the x is equal to the 10. If that is true, it will return the true, or else it will return to the else condition. So let's check if x condition is greater than or y or not. So obviously x is greater than y, it will return to our print x is greater than y. So to run this, it will check x is greater than y. Okay, so in this condition also, so I can check also inner if else condition. So let's check. So inner else and else condition, that how that does this work. Like if this condition is true, then it will return to our inner if else condition. For example, let's say if my, let's say x, let's say x is less than 7, it will print, so x is less than 7, use else in x is greater than 7. So I can also use the inner if else condition inside the if condition or elif condition. Okay. So if I will run this, it will say me that yes, x is greater than y. That is our first condition. X is greater than y. Then it will check inside the if condition. It will check if x is really x is less than or not. It will check if that is less than the 7, then it will check yes, that is not less than 7, it is greater than 7. It will check the else condition, that is x is greater than 7. Okay, so I can also use the inner loop condition. Okay, so as of now we will learn about if and else and also elif condition. In the next session we are going to talk about some logical in python.